Well, hey YouTube, PD2 Finger here. I got this microphone. I've got a fresh install of Win 10. I've never tried Windows 10. Upgraded to 3 solid-state hard drives in my computer. So that's, you put your operating system and then the video editing software, like I use Vegas, on the one drive. The second drive you put the files you're going to edit. The third drive you render to. That way each drive is, it's just reading. It's not reading and writing to itself at the same time, which is double dipping, and it really slows down the process. And this way, with each point of action has its own drive, it keeps the workflow moving really smoothly. Maybe it won't lock up or crash, or it speeds the process up. I don't know. I'm trying it out. I noticed that the audio was different with my built-in mic on my Logitech C910 webcam that I normally just use that. So I tried this. I'll try to quietly move it into frame. I tried that mic and to see what it sounds like. So we'll see. You know, I tend to go back and forth between my setups for this stuff. So anyhow, today I wanted to tell you about something that I find useful. Back in the wild west days of the internet, you were able to keep your internet connection torrenting 24/7. You could just fill up hard drives with whereas software, games, television shows, movies, and no one would be the wiser. You could just do whatever you wanted, illegally download, run torrents. And then somewhere in 2014, 2012 in there, the internet service providers started monitoring everyone. And they would send you a nasty letter. Hey, we caught you downloading Mad Max Fury Road. If you do this again, you'll be in trouble. And then they would send you a thing. Hey, we caught you downloading Game of Thrones Episode 4. And eventually they would make you take a education class, online education class about the effects of piracy, threaten to take you to court eventually. So unless you have a VPN, you can't be doing that stuff anymore. And a VPN costs money. So if you're like me, you just deal with it. You don't download anything with a torrent. Which kind of sucks, because there's torrents out there that aren't illegal. But it's like, do I want to use a torrent? And there's all this risk of virus infections. And I'll tell you, if you're savvy and you look for people reputable, like they'll get a badge. They'll have a green pirate badge if they've uploaded 100 plus virus infection malicious software free torrents. You get a little green badge. And then you can read in the comments, hey, I installed this and it was full of viruses. Well, then don't download that one, Then you have the false positive argument. So you have to be careful, and there's no guarantee. I would never recommend anyone would do anything silly or illegal or to put yourself in danger. That being said, there is something I wanted to recommend to you that I've been using that I'm very happy with, which is Windscribe. Windscribe is a free VPN with a 10 gigabyte per month file transfer cap. So what does that mean? Well, you're able to, you install this software, you can tell it, hey, don't turn it yourself on don't load with Windows, because it does. And it'll slow down your boot process. So you want to go in to the taskbar, find the thing, go into preferences after you've installed it, and shut that off, because it will bother you. It bothered me. It slowed down my boot cycle. But what you do is you turn this thing on, and it makes it appear that you're in Canada or another country. So you can see Netflix content, you can unlock stuff that's regional, you can torrent without fear of getting any nasty letters. So the downside of it is it's not as fast. There really is no issue with the speed on Windscribe. Maybe a little bit, but it wasn't like, oh man, this thing's slow. I didn't really pay attention. I was just so happy that it worked. And I don't always use the full 10 gigabyte every month. Every once in a while I'll need something and I'll use it to get it. But there were years where I was unable to torrent at all, because I'm unwilling to pay for a VPN because I simply don't do that much torrenting. But every once in a while I need something and I want to get that via a torrent. So this is what I've been using. It works for me. If you find that useful, please subscribe or comment or, like, share, all that good stuff. If you know of a better thing to recommend to me, because I've been looking, and this is the only one. This is the only free VPN that allows torrenting. And yeah, it's got a 10 gigabyte cap. Well, if you don't like that, then go ahead and find something that's a good deal and pay a monthly fee. But for you normal average guy user who pretty much, you've got your apps in a folder, back from the golden wild west days of the internet, you kind of have all that stuff already archived, and you just need to grab something here or there with a torrent. This is going to be really helpful for you. So, sounds good. I hope you found that useful. I've got another spectacularly important recommend, which is Horace and Pete. So check that video out if you're a fan of really good quality entertainment. This is like one of the best things I've ever seen. Louis C.K. made this incredible show that most people didn't really hear about. It was web-only thing. So I'm going to be making another video for that today. The Horace and Pete recommend. So check that one out. And you may be able to combine what you learned in this video to get yourself a copy of something that's really good. All right. I'll see ya. Peace.